Okay, I've got a stick of butter in a big pot because I have a whole lot of veggies to throw in there. I've got 2 big onions. Anything that starts with butter is a delicious recipe in my opinion. And then I have 6 carrots. I peeled them and diced them really fine. And then I have 6 stalks of celery. I'm actually making 4 chicken pot pies. I'm gonna throw 3 in the freezer and then take 1 home for dinner tonight. Make sure they're all combined. Okay, I'm just gonna let the veggies cook and I'll start shredding up the chicken. I just threw 2 whole cut up fryer chickens into a big pot of water. Then I brought the water to a boil, turned it down and let the chicken simmer for about 45 minutes or so until they were cooked all the way through. Then I just took them out of the water, let them cool completely, and I'm just gonna shred them up into bite-sized pieces. They'll be good to go. Okay, got the last of the chicken shredded. So I just wanna make sure all the pieces are really bite-sized, so I'm just gonna run a knife over them. Okay, that's perfect. Now, the veggies are cooking away, so I'm gonna throw all of this chicken into the pot. Okay, now I'll just stir the chicken into the veggies. Now I'm gonna move on to making this into a really thick, nice gravy. So I'll just throw in half a cup of flour. I'm just gonna sprinkle it all over the top. I love that this is all made in one pot. You just keep adding things, stirring, adding more, stirring. All right, so I'll stir the flour into the chicken and the veggies. Okay, flour's all combined. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of white wine and just pour it right in. Now, normally my husband's not a fan of the flavor of wine, but I'm gonna sneak it into this. I don't think he'll know it's there. There's so much going on in this. Okay, I added about a half a cup, and now I'll add 4 cups of low sodium chicken broth. I've got the heat on high because I want this to heat up and thicken into a nice gravy. Okay, now I'm gonna add a couple of chicken bouillon cubes just for nice, deep chicken flavor, as if there's not enough chicken stuff going on in here. Okay, now to make this chicken pot pie incredibly rich and decadent, I'll add about a cup and a half of heavy cream. Remember, I'm getting 4 pies out of this deal, so the cream is spreading out. Now I'll just let it continue to cook and thicken until it's just right. Okay, the filling is looking marvelous. I'm gonna add some fresh thyme. I'll just hold the sprigs right over the pot, strip off the thyme leaves and just let them fall right in. And then I'll add some salt and pepper. This is a lot of filling, so I wanna make sure it's totally seasoned. Now, the very last thing I add to the filling, frozen peas. I'll add probably about a cup. Now the filling is done. I start by cutting really cold butter into pieces and adding it to a bowl with flour and salt. Then I gradually work the butter with a pastry cutter until it looks like tiny pebbles. Then I add a bunch of fresh thyme leaves, a lightly beaten egg, some cold water, distilled white vinegar, and stir it until it just comes together. I used my hand to get in there and get it really combined. This makes 2 crusts, so I put half the dough in one sealable bag and flattened it. Then I did the same with the other half. Then I just repeated this whole process again to make 2 more crusts. Okay, I got it all rolled out. I just rolled it a little bigger than the pans, and I'll just put it right over the top. And I'm gonna keep it real easy and just fold the crust over the edges of the pan and just press to crimp it. Just do little zigzags. I've got a really simple egg wash. It's just 1 egg beaten with a tablespoon of milk. And I'll just brush this lightly over the top of the pie. And this is gonna go into a 400-degree oven for about 30 minutes until the crust is really, really golden.